Morning boys and girls, hope you're well. I'm just looking over now at the minute. The wind is southwesterly. It was southerly when I first come down here before I got the boat ready. And today I'm on my own and I can't really self-launch on a southerly wind. That pushed the boat round too quick. Oh, there's a big old seal waiting there already. Well, that's about an hour and a half before the high water. So I'm just going to launch in a little while and I'm just go on the flood, go off here and drift to the southern on the flood. See how that go. Would like to go on further out, but you really got to be out there earlier. And I missed that part of the tide. But I can't help the wind being southerly. I just can't self-launch southerly. But if a southwesterly I can. So better go get the boat ready. Well, I've just launched, just pushing the boat off the beach. I'll get the engine started. That's the hard bit done, that is. There she goes, she's away. Thank God for that. I'm just looking on the plotter and there look a few fish there, so I'm just going to get the gear ready. I was going to go down below in the deep water, but if they're here, there's no point. Tie these on. They're all ready, I'm just going to head inshore. Well, I'm just sitting off here, there doesn't look any right in the beach. I might shoot a fleet off just to avoid that crap. Yeah, doesn't look much here. I'm going to start shooting this distance off and then that'll be alright, I imagine. Just go on the contour lines. Obviously it's for the flood, so I've got to head to the north. So I'm going to start shooting. I'll get the right direction. Get better up. And off we go. I'm just shooting fleet of 10 monos today. It didn't look a lot right inside, but off a little bit there's a few fish, so I'm shooting a fleet or so off. Go over the contour line. It's got an hour and a half of tide, so we'll drift up round Stickens Point. Bloody good luck. Here we are, we're now dropping into the deeper water. Now in 30 foot of water. When I first started shooting I was only 20. Last net, so I'll knock that out. Go on, a little bit more, come on. There she goes. I didn't need to shoot at that much of an angle today because there's a southwesterly wind that'll hold us back a bit. There's a few fish coming through now. Let's hope they ain't bloody whitens like the last trip, eh? Well, let's hope they're heron. They look like heron, but then again last week what I thought looked like herring were whiting. But we'll give this a go. See what's going on. If you look, we're just hanging on the end on a painter or tizzard, whatever you like to call it. We're going to hold this end back because if you look, we'll start to catch up with that other end, but that painter's only just come tight. So there's a lot of tide at the minute. We are full throttle. We're going at 2 knots of tide because I am early. I did think about going down below off Hemsley Way at deep water, but they looked like a few fish here, so I thought, well, what's the point of mooting all the way down there against the tide? And I might as well be off here. Let's hope we get a few fish, eh? Well, they're all fishing lovely. It's time for a coffee, innit? Got to be some perks, but this outside end is going around quick as hell. I don't like that. Now across the tide, look at that seal. Seal right next to me, if you can see it. Probably missed him. Daft old thing. That's very off-putting. Oh, he's right in front of me now. That's very off-putting when you get them seals like that, because if they're around us, they're not in the gear, are they? But if there's plenty of herring, they should be in the gear, shouldn't they, feeding? Unless they've already had a belly full feeding already, who knows? But when I launched, I could see him just sitting off the beach waiting for me. Time will tell if there's any fish here, won't it? Well, being on the own and the old chapman here, I've got to do things for myself. These boxes are a bit grubby. Quick rinse out. There's only a few scales in them. Ain't too bad, that'll do. There's 1 or 2 bits of seagull pup in them, so you got to give them a bit of a rinse out, in you. You can't have that when you're putting fish in them. Let's see, there's a few fish here, eh? I had a pick of herring in a long while. Been a rubbish year so far. Well, I've only been out 5 minutes, so just have a quick little look. I don't want too many because I'm on my own and picking out a dollop is a nightmare. Not that I think I'm going to get a dollop, but I don't want a dollop really. Half a dozen boxes would be lovely, to be honest. Have a quick look on this end. It looks very good so far. Oh, nothing apart from weed. Lots of weed. Oh, it's by the way marks in the water, wasn't it? That wasn't fish, that's bloody weed. Oh, nightmare. That ain't looking very good, is it? I was getting all excited then. Fat little bugger. Look, the 2 of them. Bloody great thing, look at him. Couple of bull seals. Huge. The worrying bit is, why are they around me? See them sitting there. Why are they around me and not in the gear feeding? That's the worrying bit. He's just sitting there like a big fat old thing he is. Huffing and puffing away. Well, there must be some herring here because there's seals everywhere. I must have 3 or 4 of me at least. Had the little one just come in. Here. I've got 3 or 4 seals on me, so there must be herring here. If there ain't no herring here, you don't see no seals, but ain't looking very good looking at the end of the gear, is it? 3 herring. And I'm now coming up to Snickham's Point, the point off Yarmouth. I don't know why it's called Snickham's. Always have done, but hey-oh. We're now going around that. Herring normally love this point. There look loads of marks running through here, but there doesn't seem to be anything. Whether it's a little small herring, I don't know, but there's so many marks here, what look like herring, and well, there's nothing in the gear hardly, so Can't explain it, whether they're small heron, year-old ones, who knows. It's obviously the heron spawn off here, so there's a lot of fry in that lot. I don't know if you can see, I just put the tizzard, one side of it, on the older rollock there, so the boat go broadside. Hold this gear back in the wind to let the inside end catch up as you go around Snickham's Point. That's the theory. Obviously broadside with a safe westerly that hold us back. Obviously the tide race around this corner, so I want to try straightening the gear up. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you got to try, ain't you? This gear's starting to go round. If you can straighten it up, let the tide do it. It's far easier than hauling and shooting again. No stud in, there's even seals swimming away now, so that tells you something, doesn't it? There a lot here. They look like a lot of marks deep now, but there ain't many marks near the surface. Maybe it's a band of weed going through, but weed normally look all speckly, but this doesn't. This actually look like fish, but who knows? Bloody mystery this year, really is. Herons really thin on the ground and hit and miss. Now time to start hauling. There look like plenty of fish up in the water. I know there's plenty of weed in the gear, but weed doesn't look like that. See the weed look all spotty generally. Let's go. A lot of that weed is washed out now. It must have been close to the beach, most of it. The seal's about 10 foot from the boat, just lying there like a beach whale. But obviously waiting for fish to come along and stick out the gear. There's about 15 feet away, this big old seal is lying there. Oh, there's some big holes in the nets here. I went there earlier. These nets are like new. And if you look, there's a remnant of old heron with some big old tails in it. Oh, you've got to be a genius to see what done that here. This isn't very good at all. Lovely long drift as well. Take my hat off a bit more. Oh, what's that coming? How the hell did that get past the seal? Bloody heron. Don't know how the hell that got past it. Oh, look now. Long gear in front of me. Oh, here come a couple of herons. They're all swimmers. Huge heron, but they're plump. That one didn't even feel full actually. Another heron. And another one. What's that? 8 heron out of the first net. That's including the 3 we picked out earlier. There's another whiting. Wherever it is. I don't want them. Oh, it says there's some sort of fry in his mouth, so maybe the marks are small heron and he's eating them. I don't know. There's some sort of little fish in his mush. Another heron. Lively little bugger. few, but there isn't enough, is there? That's the first two nets, because they're all doubles. Basically I've got 5 double nets here, so 10 nets total really. There's another one just go. Look at that. There's a little bass and a heron head. To show them seals, don't like them bass so much. Let's try and get this out, make it spike me to death. It must make like the easiest way. I'll chuck it behind me so I don't swim back to the gear. There's the head. Seals at me alive today. I've had half a dozen on me at least. Another heron and another head. That heron's been torn by the seals. That ain't no good. Another one was been half eaten by the seals. Got no tail. Oh, that's the tears, isn't it? Bloody seals. This gear's virtually new and that's a few short trips. I've got pummeled by them seals. That mono rip over so easy. And them big old bull seals what are here. There's 30 stun. They're big old strong things, they easily smash this to bits. I get a few anglers commenting on the video saying gill netting should be banned, blah 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 blah. Look at that seal, seal's eating it just in front of me. Seal just took a heron 3 foot from the boat. Unbelievable. Yeah, I was saying, I had a couple of anglers moan about gill netting should be banned, blah blah blah, but where do they think their bait come from, like fish baits? They ain't caught the heron. They ain't caught on a modern line, is it? People soon forget that. With a long old drift about 4 mile I reckon. I'm getting up to near the... I don't know if these there and all just smashed. Look at that one. That's a shame. That one's had his head ripped off. This one's all full of puncture wounds. That one ain't got rid of head either. been eating live with seals. I gather this must be the lucky last. Well, the closer in, there's been less fish. Probably because the old seals are a lot braver, they look high seals everywhere in East Gear. Yeah, obviously not near the boat, the seals are a lot braver, they just keep cleaning them out, wouldn't they? If you've got 6 seals on you, they could eat 3 stone each, and if you had a box or 2, I'd eat all them. Got a proper herring, yeah, no holes in it. Where we're next? I can't see those seals and they're out here. Whiting. Bloody hell, what happened next? And that is that. Very disappointing. Not a lot there, was there? I'm sure the seals didn't help matters at all, but there's plenty of herring there. That wouldn't have happened anyway, would it? Always get the first look, Eb. Well, I'm just sitting here, just finished hauling, and I'm wondering what to do. There ain't nothing coming through on that sounder now. I'm just going to go inside and see if that ebb started inside. A couple hundred yards off the beach, having a look, and there's nothing in here. I'm just seeing what the tide's doing. Yeah, I started the ebb in here. That's ebbing quite well. That's doing half a knot. We're doing half a knot in here, so I started to come through. But I can't see no fish, that's for certain. Who knows what's going on? No logical reason behind it, is there? That water's certainly got clear on the slack. I can't decide what to do yet. Well, I've got to be a bit careful here. There's an angle on the beach. I don't really want to upset him. But we're going along quite well. I might shoot at the old man's favourite. Well, we're basically at the old gable now, so I might start shooting here. Obviously the wrong way, over that corner, but I'm off 100 or so yards, so I wouldn't interfere with the angler at all. Might be fun trying to get this quite right. So obviously got to allow for that tide and we'll have a malarkey. That's over. lot showing here, I've got to admit. But I've got to give it a go, haven't I? Still, there's a seal in front of me. Surprise, surprise. Need a Merrin to lift like hell. I ain't got too much of an angle on them because that wind will hold us back anyway. Obviously we're going around that point. Last time I stopped that. So you can see it as seals swimming straight in already. Bloody thing. That's how you go, innit? That's life here now. Seals are the future. Well, we're now drifting. That's about half, 0.7 knots. Obviously with the ebb now, start of the ebb coming through. There ain't nothing on the sounder, but there's a couple of seals following me right in tight, because before I set off and I was about 3/4 of a mile off, but ain't looking a lot here now. Them seals are following me back. There's got to be error in here surely. Whether they lift or not's another thing. I'm kicking myself now, I should have gone down below. Well, I've still got time, but yeah, bit of a pain in the bum really. I should have gone down below, I think. Sod's law, though, when I first come off, I looked like a few fish off here, but they didn't materialise into nothing. What don't make sense. I look full of fish on the sounder, but as the old man say, they're bloody lie boxes, isn't they? Well, there is some positives. I just saw the seals swim out. So obviously we're now going down here on the ebb. So them seals have buggered off and swam back out to Scrooby. There's two lots of seals really. There's one lot of seals. There's about 5,000 or 6,000 seals at Horsey on the beach and 6,000 or 7,000 on Scrooby. So them ones that way, when you go down the ebb, they get you. When you come up this way, one's off Scrooby, but they don't generally follow you down. If I had a belly full of me this morning, they'll go back and lay on the bank and lay in the sun. Look at that, lovely bit of sun there. Time to put on the not so lucky hat. One minute you got the woolly hat on, the next minute you got that cap. Let's see how that goes. I'm fingers crossed I need some Merrin. This is getting terrible. Worst season we've ever had, I think. Absolutely awful. And that like a steady stream of herring going through, doesn't it? But who knows, eh? Let's see how it go. Well, that's time to start hauling again. Whether we get anything I do not know. But we drifted around the point nicely. Let's hope we get something. It's been a disaster so far, but there haven't been a lot of fish on there. Gotta admit. We drifted off, we drifted here, there and everywhere today. You expect a few herring. But I got about 30, 40 in a box, that's about it. Come on Aaron, spin up, we need something. Drifted all the way from Yarmouth, all the way back to the bay. Just off the water chute at the minute. Nets are fished superbly, they're straight as a die. Let's see what we get here then. Come on, Aaron, spin up. We need a few now. We only got one seal on us now, so we'll make out of it now. Isn't looking very good at all, is it? That's the first double. Oh, what's that coming? Bloody hell. Not what they look like. Aaron. Oh, this one's a good one. Oh, look at the size of that monster. Can't find it, mind you. Bloody hell's that? There it is. Now that is a monster, Aaron. Wouldn't mind a couple of boxes of them, that's for certain. Our weeds turning up now, going out to shallow water. Double quadruple swan. That's another net done. That must be one double left. Last net is full of weed. What's that? A little white and just on the inside. All around his little teeth. As the old chap would say, disaster. That weren't very good, was it? Well, that ain't very good, is it? 2 shoots, hardly nothing. That shoot was even worse. But there you go. Well, I know 100% certain my old man say time for them, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go down below in that deep water and have a look off there. Well, I'm not going to give up. I'm now heading to the north a few miles, getting some deep water, see if I can find anything in there, but this shallow stuff has been absolutely diabolical this morning. The thing is, they lifted on the flood this morning, and normally they don't lift two tides in one day, they lift on the flood again tonight, but I can be here then, so I've got to give it a go. While I'm off here, I can't go back for 30-40 hours. It's a bloody disaster. So I'm just going to motor down here a little bit longer and see what I can find. Well, I'm now going to shoot this deep gear. To be honest, it do help if there's two of you do it. But obviously I'm on my own, so I can't. That might be a disaster. But it can't be any worse than what we've done already, innit? So I'm going to turn around and shoot this in. Seems weird, I've got to shoot the right way and everything. Just gonna wait to go off his ledge. I'm gonna shoot this away. Go over like crap, but hey-oh, that is what it is. Yeah, that's gone over like crap. But hey-oh, what can I do? Well, this is turning into a right mammoth session. It's been a long time since I've done 3 shoots in a trip, but you got to do what you got to do, haven't you? I really hope now there's a bit of fish here in this deep water, because if not, I'm buggered. That'll be going with 30 herring and tail between my legs, and I'll tell the old chap and he'll laugh. But that's life. You only try, can't you? You can't do any more than that. Just bloody frustrating. Well, we're drifting along well. We're drifting along between 2–2.5 knots. We really are racing. There's a lot of tide here. But I've drifted 3/4 of a mile. There isn't a huge amount shown on the plotter. But then again off Yarmouth there was plenty shown. There weren't no herring there, so who knows. I think them seals give me a good thacking. But I've earned anything I get today. I've earned 3 shoots here, there and everywhere, all the way from Yarmouth. I'm virtually off Hemsby now, so I've been here, there and everywhere really. There's only so much you can do, isn't there? Be realistic. Well, that's getting near time to haul again. Just put on my little microphone. Can't hear nothing without that. Be nice to have a few herring. I've earned them, but hey-oh. What will happen? Herrings down at my hands. There's herring. Nice to see. More. 2,000 more. Another herring. Another herring, lovely fat one.
wasn't a lot there either, was there? The best shoot this trip. They don't mesh particularly well. And threes heads have got them mixed. Half of them are falling out, I think.
Well, we're nearly down to Winterton. I finished all and I'm going there's only so much you can take. What a bloody disaster. Hey-oh, it's what it is. Time to steam through Marlham. Well, that's me all done and dusted and wrapped up. Very disappointing day. Got about a stone and a half of herring in the end. What in the bloody lot is it? 3 drives, motored here, there and everywhere. Very disappointing. But I'm stupid like that, because hopefully if the weather's alright, I'll be doing it again tomorrow. Okay then, catch you later boys and girls, have fun, bye!